They say you never realize the worth of something until it's gone. I thought I was powerful, in control, untouchable. But looking back now, sitting here in this cold rehab room, I can see it clearly. I wasn't powerful. I was a coward. And the man I destroyed was the only person who truly loved me. My name is Clara, and this is the story of how I bullied the kindest man I've ever known, my husband, Ethan. Ethan was the type of man every woman secretly hopes for. Gentle, patient, reliable. He never raised his voice, never let his pride get in the way. He worked long hours to provide for me, and yet I found ways to belittle him at every turn. I would roll my eyes whenever he came home tired, saying, "That's all you made today? Other men are buying their wives cars." He would just lower his gaze, nod, and whisper, "I'll try harder tomorrow, Clara." One night, I made him sleep on the couch because I said he breathed too loudly. I woke up in the middle of the night and saw him curled up, holding the thin blanket, shivering. But he didn't complain. On his birthday, instead of celebrating him, I dragged him to a dinner with my girlfriends. They mocked him for being too soft while I laughed along. I saw his face drop, but he just forced a smile, pretending he was okay. Once, after I accused him of being boring, he quietly packed a sandwich for me before leaving for work. He kissed my forehead and said, "I hope today is better for you." I didn't even say thank you. My so-called best friends, Lena and Marissa, fed my arrogance. They'd say things like, "You deserve someone more exciting than Ethan," or, "Why waste your beauty on a man like him?" And I listened. That's how I fell into the arms of Darren, a selfish man who made me feel wanted with his sweet words, but cared only for himself. He never listened when I cried, never remembered the little things, and only called when it was convenient for him. Still, I used Ethan as my punching bag, blaming him for the emptiness Darren left behind. One evening, I came home late. Ethan was at the table, waiting with dinner. His eyes looked so tired, yet so calm. He said softly, "Clara, I don't know what else to do. I've given you everything I can." Instead of apologizing, I lashed out. I told him he was nothing compared to Darren. His lips trembled, but he didn't argue. He just cleaned the dishes quietly. That was the last real conversation we had. One morning, Ethan was gone. No shouting, no threats, no begging. Just gone. He left a note on the table. "I hope one day you find what you're looking for, Clara. But it isn't me. Thank you for the years. We both deserve peace." At first, I laughed it off, thinking he'd come back. But he never did. I later learned he had moved to a small town, remarried a gentle woman named Grace, and built a happy family. The man I thought was weak had found strength in walking away. That's when I started drinking. At first, it was just a glass of wine to sleep. Then it became a bottle to numb the silence. Soon, alcohol was the only companion that didn't leave me. But it was poison. It hollowed me out until I didn't even recognize my own reflection. Darren left. Lena and Marissa vanished. The walls of my home felt like a prison, and the only way I could escape was at the bottom of a glass. One night, I blacked out in the street. That's how I ended up here, in rehab. Now, I'm slowly learning how to live without alcohol, how to breathe without bitterness, how to face the ghost of Ethan without crumbling. I ruined the man who loved me most. But Ethan found peace. He found happiness. And I'm still piecing myself back together. I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself, but I tell this story so maybe someone else won't make the same mistake I did.